Hello, all you YouTubers out there. It's like a nice Sunday night. It's 9:06 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, also San Francisco time. Right here. Oh, Cyril Magnet and O'Farrell, right by Mason. Also, just hanging out here at Starbucks. People walking by, sort of busy. Of course, it's Sunday. I would expect it's just a regular tourist mecca here downtown. I don't know what today's topic's going to be. I'm just kind of relaxing. Again, I am Physio Master CCSF. That's who I am on YouTube. Well, I have some other username, but this is how I'm who I am right now. And seeing as I did get a really good grade in physiology, I call myself Physio Master at CCSF. Anyway, you have a strap budget. You have like $300, $400 every 2 weeks to just spend on what you need after your rent is paid for the month. Well, I do. I mean, I'm on a tight budget. I'm not like those Westfield Center girls downtown here with plastic credit card, at least 4,000. I'm sorry, $5,000 max on those cards for God knows how much. Their parents are like just throwing away to their kids like hotcakes. Or some nice young blonde or nice girl. Winnie's got nice dress to look good for her boyfriend. That's really childish. Well, no, not me. I don't have that kind of luxury. I'm pretty strapped for cash, so I have to let that buck go the distance. You know what I mean? This is just how it is for some of us. Well, every payday or whatnot, I've got this short budget. I'm on a short leash. I've got not much money to spend. All I can hope for is like maybe a few. Buy the necessities. Buy some toiletries, some shampoo, some soap, possibly some dishwashing detergent, laundry soap, and some, like 2 rolls of cord so I can do my laundry. And probably $150 to go shopping. God knows I have no money left for clothes. So what is probably the best thing to do? Well, in San Francisco there are many options. I mean, let's say for instance you want to make tacos or burritos. You like Mexican food, for instance. If you're like that, I suggest this place on 23rd and Mission. There are a few stores you can go, like 4 or 5 stores you can shop around. For instance, if you need vegetables, for instance, there's a store on 23rd and Mission. Produce is excellent. It's fresh. I mean, I don't know about organic, but that's highly overrated. You know what I mean? What's organic? In chemistry, I thought organic was carbon based. Here it's like no pesticides. Hello, I don't think even the inorganic stuff they don't put pesticides in. Come on, give me a break. Hello. Anyway, well, you can get tomatoes like, I don't know, 149 a pound or something like that. That's way beyond, way below what Safeway or even Food Coast charges for anyway. Like onions, for instance, they can go for like 69 cents a pound or 39 cents a pound. In this case, this is the summer season. Cloves of garlic used to be like 89 cents, like for five things of garlic, and now it's like 150, but it's still a reasonable price at 150. Cilantro, if you want to add like salsa to your tacos or your burritos and whatnot, that's serranos for like, I don't know, $1 a pound. Like a whole bunch of serranos for almost nothing. Cilantro again. Sometimes they go for like 3 for $1. That's probably 33 cents a bunch. nowadays it's like, oh, $1.29 for three bunches, practically nothing at the Mission. You leave that Mission store and you practically spend like $8 or less on those vegetables alone. And if you're looking for some really cheap ground beef, I mean, I know it's like ground beef could be laced with like, I don't know, 30%, 33%. Ooh, I'm scared. I'm gonna get cholesterol. I'm gonna have like hypertension or fat stored in my veins, atherosclerosis. I'm so scared. Actually, you should be. Anyway, there are things for that. But right now, I'm just gonna focus on the bargain hunting here at the Mission. Well, we have just left the 23rd produce market on Mission. And 23rd, hello. Did I say 23rd? Yes, I did. Anyway, now we're going to walk on like one door over. There's what you call the meat market on 23rd. By far, it's the cheapest place you can get fresh meat. I mean, Costco's nice. You can buy the bulk. I mean, it's about the same price. But why buy bulk when you can buy still cheap, about the same price, practically the same price as Costco at the Mission Meat Market right next door. Well, since we're on the topic of burritos or tacos, that taco meat for $1.29. I mean, I know it's really a little more fatty than the $1.99 a pound. I go $1.29 a pound. I don't really care if you fry that meat, whatever you got to do for the taco meat. You can strain the fat. The fat will just lose the fat, the oil from it, and then you just add the taco seasoning later. Oh, don't forget the seasoning, salt, or the pepper. You want a little more zest, as you say. Anyway, taco meat, and later on, and since you're there at the meat store already, there's what you call jasmine rice, dragonfly, made in it's in Thailand. It's excellent rice, nice and fluffy, sticky, as you will, for only $4.55 pound, $8.90 for 10 pounds. Well, you know the funny thing is, if you buy a 10-pound bag, you save actually 10 cents. Whoa, what a savings! But still, like seriously, you still saving 10 cents, and for $4.50 a 5-pound bag, it just goes a long way. Anyway, moving right along. Let's say you want beans on your burrito. Well, do you want to get at that produce market right there that we just was at 23? No, not really. They've got those beans for like $2.79. Well, we all damn know. We could go to a dollar store. There's one over there, right near 24th and Mission. Excellent dollar store. I mean, it's got like almost all ingredients for any kind of food you can think of. Mexican, American. For God's sake, they got sodas for $1.50, brand name even. And if you don't mind Stars and Stripes, a soda for 2 liter, they've got them for like $1. You know, all you gotta do. I don't even think they charge you CRB. Anyway, I like coconut milk, so they've got like coconut milk. They have this brand called Parrot Coconut. I mean, it's excellent, by far the best coconut milk out there. Anyway, as far as coconut milks go, I say bisulfate or like those metal can based coconut milk. They're a no-go. 100% no on those. Tasco, it's kind of nasty, but it's all right. I drink it. And then they got like El Mexicano, which they might have in some of those Mexican vendors. They're excellent. They're really good, actually. I recommend them. They're slightly sweeter than the Parrot Coconut, which I drink. I also drink the El Mexicano. But anyway, it's up to you. It's your choice. Isn't this America, though? Isn't this San Francisco? No, no. It's your choice. Anyway, we're hitting the dollar store. We pick up some, I forgot. Yeah, we pick up some of those beans, Rosarita. I mean, Rosarita beans are nice. They're $1 for the little can. But they have the Las Castana brand also. It's like a bigger can. It tastes the same. Actually, it is the same. It's refried beans. Hello. It's the same thing. Come on. Anyway, all things aside, You pretty much, like in those three stores, you have all your ingredients, and if you're lucky, for $2 only, at the 23rd in Mission Produce Store. And don't forget, if you forgot, don't forget their tortillas. They're only $2 for like, I don't know, 50 to 100 pack of tortillas, and those flour tortillas are excellent. If you like flour and you want to make burritos, go for that too. Anyway, so you have all your ingredients. You have your tomatoes, your onions, your cilantro, your serrano peppers, um, your garlic. I mean, with the with the tomatoes, with the cilantro, with the onions, and with the serrano, you chop those all up. You mix it all together. That's your regular pico de gallo or salsa right there. You put that on your burritos, and the tomatoes also. And you whip up that ground beef. You don't even need oil. That ground beef is so much freaking fat. It'll cook in its own juices. You cook it in a pot, and then you strain it. Actually, cook it in a pot, salt and pepper, seasoning salt. Let it cook in its own juices. Strain it, and then you put the taco sauce over it, and let that cook for another 20 minutes. You're done. You got your ground beef. As far as the beans, you can stick it in like a microwavable bowl. Microwave that. I don't know, 2 minutes. Nice and fluffy refried beans. And then you make that salsa. It's all done. Mix it up. And of course you can't make sour cream. So for like $3, which is probably what's going to cost you a little, is a $3 to $4 sour cream. And if you're at the same, you're at that same store, there's like a big blocks of Joseph Farms or whatever, mozzarella or cheddar cheese. That's going to cost you like, I don't know, $6.50 for those blocks of cheese. You got your own cheese grater or potato grater. Just grate that, grate. That's tons of cheese. You just add a little cheese, whip up your burrito or taco or whatever you got, and you're done. I mean, I was just gonna say how this is like a spiel on bargain shopping and all that. Bargain shopping, dollar store, food court, and all that versus Westfield Center. Well, it ended up being just about an economic way to make a burrito, taco, or whatnot, heading off to the mission and coming back with groceries and making it real cheap. You can practically have the whole crew, friends, family over for tacos, burritos, or whatnot. You need to have sodas for like $3 or $4, like a whole bunch of you can even have brand name, your Sunkist, Hawaiian Punch, Pepsi. You can find it all at the dollar store. If you don't find it at that dollar store, there are freaking many other dollar stores out there. As far as this dollar store on 24th and Mission, it's just, that's where it's at. I mean, I don't know about you, and if you're not into too much Mexican food, you get tired of that, you can go to Chinatown, for God's sake. I mean, shit. They've got like freaking produce for like string beans, Japanese eggplant, Chinese eggplant. For God's sake, you're gonna make like freaking tofu style stir fry, for God's sake. And if you need a wok, if you're really into the wok thing, you don't really think you really need more than just a little frying pan, well, you go to the wok shop on Grant. I mean, there are many options here. You're like, it's actually, I was going to say it's getting kind of cold, but it's not. It's nice and warm weather here in San Francisco. And the people are very nice here. And if you really have, it doesn't matter where you shop, where it's the Mission, Chinatown, Little Chinatown, North Beach, you go to Safeway Food Co. We're all here at San Francisco and all very, very much generally friendly. I mean, no one's going to bite you here. Anyway. All things aside, again, you're done with all your ingredients for food, and for that day or day and a half, you have so much, probably have excess food, after you cook all that. And if you're really set on having something else for the next day and similar ingredients, you you could still use those similar ingredients. Just add a little more tomatoes and onions, cilantro, and all that. You could still use all those ingredients. Let's say you want to make Spanish chicken. I mean, that's a great thing about Mexican food. They're all about very similar ingredients. It's just how you cook them. You can, after you've done that shopping for that day, you've got a little excess on those vegetables and whatnot. You can head on over to Foodco and grab yourself like one of those packs of chicken. Like, it's excellent. I mean, it's not very healthy, but it's really tasty. Thighs and legs. I mean, shit. And it's cheaper too because it's thighs and legs. It's not like breast where it's so expensive because it's really healthy. Anyway. Hold on. I'm gathering a thought here. Let me think for a second. It's going to. Alright. Anyway, they're only like $4.50 to $5 depending on how much the pounds are. You get like freaking 6 to 8 thighs and like 6 to 8, legs. More like six and six. Anyway, you get those, and then you grab a couple cans of those big $1.18 or $1.36 can of like whole peeled tomatoes and shit. They're whole peeled tomatoes. They're just preserved, but they're actually better for cooking than just regular tomatoes. They're like in their juices already. And you get a couple of those, and that's for Spanish chicken with all those ingredients I said prior to, like the cilantro, like the tomatoes, and onions, and the garlic. Yeah, it's all that. All that's there. But let's say, make sure also that you need like 3 whole bell peppers, and they're real cheap. If you didn't pick those up already at the 33rd and Produce, probably get them for like $1.40 for 3. Probably less if like there's a sale on it. Anyway, that gives that extra flavor to that Spanish chicken. And if you like a little sweetness, you can make it pineapple chicken. Same ingredients, except add those chunks of pineapple. They're only like $1.18 for a can of those chunks of pineapple at Foodco. Again, I want to say something about Foodco, for instance. It's an everyday low price. All you have to do is pack, like the old days when it was pack and save. You know what I mean? You save by just, you pack your own groceries, you save. Right here at Foodco, they said the same principle. You have an everyday low price on everything. God damn, those prices sure beat Safeway. Safeway's prices just like fluctuate all over. I'm getting dizzy just thinking about it. I mean, really, it's like mind-boggling. Changes in price over and over. I can't deal with it. So instead of having to deal with that, I go to the Mission Street area, like the 23rd, 24th Mission, and I go to Foodco for some other things. Because why go to Safeway and have a sale on certain items? You're like paying like freaking, I don't know, $30, $40 more for all those things than when you can save yourself $30, $40 at Foodco and the Mission. You want to do that? I don't, because I only have $300, $400 every 2 weeks to spend. I'm serious. This is for all you out there who have a strapped budget. You don't have that badass credit card by mommy and daddy to give you. And, I mean, really, I'd like those new Nike shoes that when I was a kid, I used to buy. There's like Air Trainer SCs, those Jordans, those Agassiz. Those are sweet. Those are nice. But I'm not living with my mom anymore. Mommy. She's not going to give me any money. I don't think she is. For God's sake, it's ridiculous. I mean, I'm freaking adult here. I'm 41 years old. I don't have the no rent, no pay rent policy that my mom will let me stay home and for no money. I don't have to pay rent. All you got to do is like show up at a certain time, a curfew or whatever, and all you can do is go out and spend your money at Westfield Center, Foot Locker, and if you're a young, gorgeous lady out there, you got to go to Anne Klein because you got to look good for your boyfriend. All right, I understand that, but I don't have that kind of luxury. I mean, all I got is my little plasma TV, which I bought at Best Buy, a little Sony PlayStation 3, play a little video game, maybe Street Fighter or something like that, or maybe Madden. Hopefully, some friends of mine come over, play some football, and or and I only got my Mac here so I can surf and do this spiel for you on YouTube without this Mac. Anyway, all things aside, if you really to summarize what the fuck I'm saying, use that language. This is we're on YouTube, right? If you really have to bargain shop, you're strapped for a budget. I mean, I'm not getting on anybody who's got excess funds or anything, but go buy produce. Cheap. You go to Chinatown, Mission area. You got really cheap produce. Fruits, vegetables are all cheap. You got really good meat markets or butcher markets. You're getting meat for really inexpensive prices and really fresh. Fish market is also really good if you want to buy some salmon. You want some, whatever. And you got dollar stores. The advent of dollar stores is so great. I mean, they're worse than 5 and 10 cent stores. They're only $1 for everything. And if they're food items, I mean, they'll charge you an extra 25 cents. But what's a quarter? That's nothing. Anyway. I've been going on for like 21 minutes now. And you're probably tired of listening to me. I know you are. Say you are. Of course you are. So I'm going to try to just say it like this. If you're strapped for a budget, and you got like $300, $400 every 2 weeks to spend, you know how it is. Jobs are hard to come by. Our budget's really short. If you're in San Francisco, there are a lot of merchants out there, dollar store, produce store. They want your business, and some of them will even give you really, really good prices on produce, everything you need in the dollar store, or just like everyday low prices at Foods Go. You can make it by in San Francisco. Just think, and if you can't think it, just watch this video. I've given you quite a few hints as to how to go about it. And if you still have questions, maybe further down the line, I'll come up with another add-on video to this, as far as how to save you more money. That's as far as food and regular necessities go. But in the future, I'm going to try to, if you like tech or computers or electronics, I'll give you the latest gist on that. Whether you want mega tech, you want custom-made computers, how to do that, or you just want regular everyday laptops or computers that you want to save money on, I'll be glad to add on that video in the future. So just tune in next time. This is Physio Master CCSF at San Francisco, right here at Starbucks by Cyril Magnin Street and Ellis, right by Mason as well. Right behind me is the Irish Coffee Pub. So I figure, Irish House rather, it's more like a pub. It's not coffee or correction, it's like an Irish bar. So I don't know, it seems kind of busy. Right behind me right there where my finger's pointing, it's Irish, whatever. Check out that place. And I'm right here at Starbucks. The coffee's excellent at Starbucks, especially those Java chip frappuccinos, by the way. And their smoking drinks. I don't know, it's a nice iced coffee drink with a little extra chocolate chip and whipped cream. Just gives me butterflies just thinking about it. I just want to come by here on payday on Friday when I have roughly some money. Even at $300, $400 every 2 weeks doesn't go that far. I really need a job. And if you're hiring, leave me an email here at PhysioMaster CCSF YouTube, and I hope this spiel, or rather informative video, is giving you some sort of clue as how to save money, spend wisely, and increase that buck forward. Thank you. Good night. Have a happy Sunday and a happy the rest of your life as well. Signing out. With the two fingers, I say peace and good night. One more thing. See you later.